Sip Bharat, Sip Kaumudi, Sip Ashok, Sip Rajaratnam, Sip Eru, Sip Ashok Maheshwari, Sip Paratiyama, Sip Mutkuranand, Sip Sudeep, Sip Samatma, Sip Varda, Sip Pageshan, Sip Roop, Gautam, Sip Mohan. Welcome to the call. Sip Sagairaj, Sip Vijay, Sip Bridget, Rais, Sangam, Sip Girish, Rajan, Gaurish, Sip Atmatray. We have many more people who are still scrambling into the call, but we will start. Because Fridays it's at 7:30. We have an interesting subject today. And for 30 minutes, we will talk of this subject. Some of you may find it very interesting. Those of you who think it's not an interesting subject, you'll be surprised. So please pay a little attention. Today's topic, administrator, is, do you want to be a life coach? Today's topic is, do you want to be a life coach? How you can be a life coach and help people achieve enlightenment. And in the bargain, by you helping people achieve enlightenment, you know what happens is, you become enlightened. This is a very simple logic. You know, Roger, there's this beautiful story of Roger. I don't know if you heard of Roger. You don't know Roger. Roger was my professor. He loved history. He read a lot of history. His teacher told him, you really love history so much. Why don't you go become a professor of history? You will be breathing history all through your life and helping others. Roger was a student. He became a history lecturer. And the rest is history. He became the best lecturer in history ever because he loved the subject. You know, we've had teachers in our life, haven't we? Some rubbish teachers, in the sense that they don't know to teach, so boring, like they're forced to teach you. And some amazing teachers, such amazing teachers that they have really made a difference in our life. We've had both types of teachers, very mundane teachers and some great teachers. So my point to you, each of you is capable of becoming an enlightenment life coach. Each of you. And the point is that today we are going to show you how. I'm doing a 30-minute session on a magical way. Not only where you can become an enlightenment coach, this can help you become enlightened. See, because if you are going to help somebody, if you are going to become a teacher of enlightenment, then first you have to become thorough in the subject yourself. Of course, the idea is to help people. Now, some of you will become teachers of kindergarten, some of you will become high school teachers, some of you will become university teachers, depends on your level. But what are we trying to do? We are trying to help people achieve happiness, peace, purpose, what I call suffering solutions, self-realization, God realization, understand what is karma, what is the truth and the myth of enlightenment, Satchidananda, moksha. So I've told you so many areas. I've identified 10 areas where you can become an enlightenment life coach. Suppose somebody wants happiness. Suppose somebody wants a simple thing like happiness. How will you teach them happiness? Is there a way? People think we have to become happy. No, you can't become happy. You have to be happy. So now, how will you become able to teach them if you yourself do not know? And the moment you know, then you become an expert. It is as simple as this. People are seeking one of these 10 things. People want peace of mind or success or happiness. People want something. And you have to find out what they want. And you help them. You help them on the journey of spirituality, the journey of enlightenment, on the journey of ultimate happiness. And if you choose to become a life coach, you will become an expert. What do? We will support you. We'll give you collaterals, we'll give you books, we'll give you instruments of enlightenment. There will be so many things you need, videos, blogs, bhajans. We will provide you everything, of course, free of cost. So the idea is, when we provide you all the necessary things, correct? When we provide you all the necessary things, it means that you will become an expert. You will become a super expert in the subject of enlightenment. That is the idea. So friends, what are you going to be a coach on? You have to make up your mind. Do you want to coach people on happiness? What is happiness? How to be happy? You have to learn the art of being happy all the time. How can you become a happiness guru until you learn what is happiness? So you will understand and you will create that magic. For example, people think a person will make me happy or a product will make me happy. Oh, I'll be happy if I get that beautiful bag, or I'll be happy if I get a beautiful car, or if I marry that beautiful girl. No, happiness is not about a person or a product. Happiness is a state of being. You have to be happy, not become happy. So when you become a life coach, you teach people. Everybody wants to be happy. So, you know what we do? The first thing we give you is we give you a ball. We give you a ball, and the ball, there's a message here. It says, make a vow to be happy in the now. So we give you these balls. So when you want to start talking to somebody, you start with the ball. So we have got certain icons or certain tools. How do you start a conversation with somebody? So if you have to become a life coach, you have to get people interested in the subject. So we will help you. We will help you to reach that state. So the first subject, you may become a happiness coach if you want to choose that. It's an easy subject. The second subject is how can you become a coach of peace of mind? How can you teach people peace and tranquility? And imagine if you're teaching people how to be peaceful, what will happen to your tranquility? Obviously, you will be a peaceful soul if you become a peace teacher. But what is peace? First, you must learn. Therefore, to become a teacher, you have to first become a learner. So this is for those people who want to become a life coach. We have got two people's names already, Sudeep Bhargava and Samatma. Two people have already given their names and they've already started taking coaching, train the trainer coaching. So they have started taking subjects, very beautiful. Samatma is a dietitian. I'm taking her the liberty of telling Samatma, who's on the call. So she used to give people what she calls food for the body, diet for the body. And now Samatma started to give people what she calls diet for the soul. So she's, as a dietitian, her profession is she's a dietitian. So each person must find their own way to become a life coach if you want. The third thing people want purpose. People want a purpose in life. What is the purpose of life? I think that's tomorrow's subject of discussion in the call tomorrow. Most people, they are just drifting through life. So you stop and ask them, who are you? Where are you going? What are you seeking? One day you will die. And remember this, the whole trick of this subject is when you're teaching people history, you need to first become an expert in history. If you're teaching people philosophy of life, you will become an expert in philosophy of life. So that is the trick I find. It will help all of you a lot. The fourth subject is, what is the way to find a solution of your problems? Somebody has a problem. You know what I tell people? As a coach, I give them what is called a problem sheet. Has anybody got a problem sheet? Here it is. Please pay attention. A problem sheet. A problem sheet is a very simple sheet. I'm going to give it to you all later. Don't worry. On top of the problem sheet is the first question line. It says, what is your problem? On top of the sheet says, what is your problem? Line. The second question, what is the cause of your problem? You put the cause. The third line is, what are the possible solutions? 1, 2, 3. What are the possible solutions? 1, 2, and 3. And the last line is, what is the solution you think is best? 99% of the times after I give them the problem sheet, they don't come back to me. They don't come back to me because they found a solution on their own. So this is called a problem sheet. Sudeep, I've never told you this before. Have I told you this before? So AiR's talking management stuff now to us. No, this is a way. So I will be giving you all tools. If you want to become a life coach, then you need to get all the tools. You need to have all the reference materials. You need to have all the stuff you need to become a champion. Then you become a coach who teaches people. You know, the problem is this. All the problems in this world have got one solution. All the problems. All the problems. And the solution is this, is realization of the truth. The moment you realize the truth, we've got a book. The book is called Many Problems, One Solution. Yeah, you can have any problem in the world. But at the end of the day, this is a drama. It's a show. We come and we go. So we have to learn how to get to that point. Point number 5. Some people, they want self-realization. How to go to self-realization? If you're a coach, you will master the way. You will teach them. If you tell Bridget, if you are a self-realization coach in Quebec, in Canada, what would you teach people? Bridget will tell you, I will teach them neti. She will start like that. Correct? Because that is a starting point. If you want to realize who you are, you must first realize who you are not. The first point is to realize who I am not. And the moment I know who I am not, correct? Am I the body? I'm not the body. Am I the mind? I'm not the mind. Am I the ego? I'm not the but who am I? I am. No, I exist. Who am I? So this is the 5th thing people want, self-realization. Do you want to become a coach? Do you want to help people on the journey of self-realization? And you yourself will become realized. Point number 6, some people want to realize God. People are searching for God, but you can't find God. You can't find God. God is not in the temple. God is not a person. God is not a saint. God is a power you cannot paint. So how do you reach that level? To show people the truth about God, to make them realize that God is not God. God is a supreme power. So if you want to show people, if you want to become a coach to God realization, you have to start with self-realization. You cannot achieve, remember this, my friends, those of you who want to become life coach, on this important thing, don't forget in today's call. If you want to realize God, you can't. The only way to realize God is to realize who you are. Realize self. The moment you realize who you are, the next moment you realize God. So this is a challenge for you. The next point. Some people want to understand the law of karma. What is this karma? Who controls karma? A lot of people will tell you, bad thoughts is bad karma. No, as a teacher, as a coach, you become an expert. You become a real expert in karma. And you tell people what is the meaning of karma. How are you able to overcome karma, to transcend karma? What people think, I do good karma, I will become one with God. No, cannot be. If you do good karma, you will come back in a good birth, a rebirth on earth. You want to come back or you want to be liberated? So as a life coach, you must make people realize. People don't know how karma works. People don't know the law of karma. People don't know that karma has got 3 accounts. Prarabdha, Agami, Sanchita. People don't know there are 3 accounts of karma. Are you going to teach them? It's very simple. You learn. You become a karma life coach. You help people decode the mystery of karma. So my friends, here it is. There are many such things. The 8th thing, people want to be enlightened. Now, as an enlightenment life coach, ELC of AIR or ELCA, we are calling this ELCA, ELCA. If you want to become an enlightenment life coach of AIR, You should know how to get enlightenment. You should know that. Maybe you don't realize it, it's okay. But you should have all the knowledge. You should be an expert in the subject matter. And you should be able to tell people how enlightenment can be got. Yesterday we spoke of the 10 steps, remember? I gave you 10 steps yesterday. You must know what is enlightenment. You must desire enlightenment. Unless you know what is enlightenment, unless you desire it, unless you start the quest, unless you have a guru, you can't have enlightenment. So you teach people. You become the guru. You become the spiritual mentor. What is a guru? You know, many people don't understand the meaning of guru. I don't know how many of you are new in the call. Do you know the meaning of guru? But you must be familiar with the meaning of guru, right? The word guru comes from the word gu, means darkness, and ru means light. The guru is one who takes us from darkness to light. That's all we need. We need somebody to take us from gu to ru. And today I'm telling you, you become a guru. You help people. You become a life coach. You help people on the journey of enlightenment. Some people, they want Sat Chit Anand. How will you give them Sat Chit Anand? An easy subject. Ashok Chotwani will say, I will teach them. I know the meaning of Sat Chit Anand. So Ashok Chotwani, you're in Ulhasnagar. How will you become a life coach in Ulhasnagar? Going to people and telling them there is a way. There's a way to enlightenment. There is a way to Satchidanand. There is a way to happiness. There's a way to joy. There's a way to peace and bliss. How will you tell them? How will you lead them? How will you take them there? So you have to become a life coach, which means that you have to work your way. You have to understand the meaning of consciousness. What is this consciousness all about? It's easy, right, to say, okay, consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousness is samadhi. What is nirvikalpa, savikalpa samadhi? Somebody will ask you the question. I told Bharat yesterday, let us avoid using these terms which are very confusing. For example, a samadhi where you still have duality, or a samadhi where there is everything dissolves. So everything is one. So Sat Chit Anand. Some people want to reach that state of Sat Chit Anand. You try to help them reach that state of consciousness. Remember, in that state of consciousness of the truth, there is so much bliss. And you can help people. Point number 10. A few people, they want nirvana, moksha. First of all, make them understand. Men, M-E-N. Huh? I think Ashok Maheshwari on the call, he always talks about men. How M-E-N, men, is a point that is all the same. All same. Whether it is moksha, enlightenment, nirvana, all the same. So my point is, how do you help people to go to that state of moksha? Is it easy? The ultimate goal. Can you take them to moksha? You can't. You can guide them, you can coach them, you can mentor them. But can you take people to enlightenment? No, you can't. Even when you want to people, can you make people enlightened? No, you can't make people enlightened. But you can show them the path. You can tell them, if you want enlightenment, that is the way. You tell them this is not the way. Tell them don't go this way. This is the wrong way. You go that way. That is the right way. So as a coach, today we are talking about how can you become a coach? How can you become a coach of nirvana? And a lot of people in the world will make it look like, oh, it's impossible. You know, you're not a Swami, you're not a sannyasi, you're not a brahmacharya. You don't need to be a Swami and sannyasi and brahmacharya. This is all nonsense. You need to be a pure human being. If you're a pure human being, there will be purification, there will be illumination, and there will be unification. The 3 steps. What are the 3 steps you need? First step you need purification. Once there is purification, then there will be illumination. And after this illumination, there will be unification. And for you, you are the coach. You help people on this journey. How are you going to help people on this journey? That is the challenge. You commit your life. Your life is not meant to just drift through. Don't drive through life. You don't think life is just to zoom, to reach your destination, death. No. You have got a purpose. What is the purpose of life? And today you may take up this profound, not zooming through life, but coaching people, teaching people, mentoring people on a journey of moksha, nirvana, enlightenment. Not everybody is blessed to become a divine soul. Not everybody is blessed to have an intelligence to understand the subject of spirituality. You think everybody can understand? My friends, no. So today, if you want to become a life coach, what should you do? Register. Talk to somebody on the call, give your name, WhatsApp on the number 55555. You got the number. Say you want to be a life coach. Where do you have to be a life coach? Wherever you are. If Bharat Patel wants to be a life coach, he will be it in Canada. If Ashok Chotwani wants to do it, he will do it in Ulhasnagar. Sudeep will do it in Bangalore. Everybody will do the coaching where you are. Once you register, we will help you start. Not only will you be helping yourself, you will be helping others. You will move towards the state of enlightenment, of liberation, of unification, and you will help others on the journey. There can be nothing better, my dear friends. Life is a short journey. Before you know it, the journey will be over. And if you spend your life meaningfully, if you make your life a life of purpose, then you will be making a difference in people's life. You know what you need to do? You have to have a commitment to touch, trigger, and transform people's lives. You don't just live, you touch, you trigger, and you transform people's life. That is your goal. This becoming a life coach will create a transformation in your life. It's sure to create a metamorphosis. Ru Mataji, आप लेट आए. ये है becoming a life coach. You become a life coach. You're muted for next 7 more minutes. After 7 minutes, you'll be unmuted. So you become a life coach. आप सिर्फ अपने आप को enlighten मत दीजिए, दूसरों को दीजिए, दूसरों को spread कीजिए. How to be happy, how to live with peace, how to find purpose, how to find enlightenment, self-realization, God realization, nirvana, moksha. Where can people learn it? People cannot learn. It's a very difficult subject. You register first. You register, you become a life coach, you create a metamorphosis in your life, and your transformation will bear upon others. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes we try to give somebody else a beautiful rose. When you give somebody else a rose, some of the fragrance is in your hand. You give them the rose, but the sugandh is in your hand, your fragrance. So it is when you become a life coach. You're trying to coach others, help others, but you will help yourself. You will help yourself on this journey of enlightenment. So my dear friends, today is a question answer session, but I'm trying to focus on the subject of how being an ELCA, Enlightenment Life Coach of AIR, will help you on the journey of enlightenment. How you, by trying to become a life coach, you reach out to others, help others, but you help yourself. I told you, Sudeep Bhargava, Samatma, whose name is Samita, now she calls herself Samatma. Samatma, the Samita's Atma. She got a new name. Everybody is not lucky. Atma Trai has a name. Ru Mataji has a name. So everybody has a choice. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. But suddenly, your life will become a life of purpose. Suddenly, your life will become an amazing life. Next week, we will be talking about the ladder to enlightenment. We spoke briefly. We will go through step by step next Friday, and we will introduce to you the what is called the AiR's Center of Enlightenment. I don't think we're playing the video today. We're playing. So next week, we will be introducing to you what is called the AiR's Center of Enlightenment, because we want to start along with helping people being a life coach, along with helping people to move forward on the journey of enlightenment. So today we have finished a couple of minutes early. I would like to throw open, because there may be many questions on the life coach. So would you like to ask me questions on on the life coach? I'm happy to answer you. Any questions that you have. We'll unmute the audience. Okay, Avinash, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So the question that I had, yes, I want to become a life coach, but personally, how, am I prepared? Like, am I up to that level where I can start and coach people? So that questions come.
Please pay attention. You don't have to become a life coach of a university. You can become a life coach of a kindergarten child. You can go to very basic people. You have got enough and more knowledge than an ordinary person on where you are. There are people who don't know the spelling of enlightenment. There are people who don't know the meaning of enlightenment. You know a lot more than that. So start small. Now understand this thing, Avinash. What is the secret of this whole curriculum? If you want to become a life coach, your first challenge is for you to learn. So it will force you to learn.
Right.
Correct? So look at the strategy. By becoming a life coach, you are being forced to learn. If you want to become a history professor, how can you become a history professor? You have to become perfect in history, correct?
Correct.
So now you will start paying more attention to the subject and try to pick up the knowledge, and we will help you. So you will talk to me, send me a WhatsApp message. Are you in touch with me on WhatsApp directly?
Yeah, I used to send the message to this.
Yeah, so connect with me. I will give you the tools you need. I'll give you the required guidance. When somebody is trying to, you are coaching somebody, I will handhold you. We will help you. Our team will help you, and we will take you forward on the journey.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Who else would like to talk about either this life coach, or we throw open the question answer session? But if anybody wants to take up the life coach, we will prefer to first finish that aspect.
Here, Shivam,
Shivam.
here, if a person doesn't listen to us, how we should behave with them?
So we will coach you how to do that. See, you must first of all get the person in the right frame of thought. Otherwise, they will not listen. It's not a good subject. It's not an easy subject. So it depends what type of person, why they are not listening. Some people, one man, he came and told me, I'm talking to this fellow for 15 days and he's not listening. So I told him, what's the problem? He said, no, I'm trying 15 days. So I happened to be nearby. So I went with him and I started speaking to that person. And that person sitting like this. After some time, I asked the neighbor. I said, "Kya yaar, ye sunta nahi hai? Kya problem hai?" Bridget, I asked the neighbor, why he's not listening? I'm talking to him. The neighbor told, sir, he's deaf from 25 years. He's deaf, he can't hear. So Gautam, if the man is deaf, then what is the point of talking to him? So, let's try to understand the problem. Gautam, if somebody is not listening, once I was talking to one man, then I told him, I want to talk to you about happiness. I told him, will you be interested in happiness? Then after 15 minutes, then I told him, what? You're not answering me. Then he said, he only knew Malayalam. He only knew Malayalam, no other language. Then I was speaking to him in English, but he only knew Malayalam. So Gautam, let us try to understand that what is the problem when people are not listening to us. So you come back to me, interact with me, and we'll find a solution.
Thank you.
Atmatray. Yes, Atmatray.
Sure, sir.
Sure.
I want to be a ELC.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
So we will
And,
register you, and you're coming to Bangalore very shortly.
Yes.
So
Sure.
we will give you all the materials when you come here. We'll give you, please carry one bag. We'll give you a lot of books. We'll give you a lot of items. You can help people and grow forward.
Sure, sure. Definitely. I will try my best.
You have any questions?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have read मन ही मनुष्यानाम कारणम बंध मोक्ष है. मन ही बंधन और मोक्ष देता है. तो बंधन तो मालूम है, मन से बंधन होता है. मगर मन से मोक्ष हाउ टू एक्चुअली
The man becomes a mantra. Mantra means the mind becomes a tra. Tra becomes an instrument.
Okay.
When you see the mind is a as long as the mind is uncontrolled, it's a monkey. The moment the mind is controlled, Atmatray, it becomes a monk. In that state of monkhood, in that state of silence, the mind actually doesn't become the man. Here when they're saying man, it means becomes the buddhi. In that state of silence, the man becomes the buddhi. The mind starts to contemplate. Not the rascal mind. The rascal mind cannot give moksha. It will make you think. But what they mean here, they're just using it as a phrase.
Yeah.
But what they mean is the buddhi.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Another
Bharat
one.
Patel.
One question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I knew the 100 puzzles of realization, but how to match them?
You have what you know the 100 puzzle. You know it.
Uh-huh.
What is your question?
There are 100 puzzles of realization. I understand.
Correct.
But I can't match them.
Why you can't match? What is the problem? All okay.
Yeah.
The pieces. Give me the book,
Uh-huh.
please. Pieces of realization. First book on the right side. Right
I have
side.
read, sir.
So the book says
Huh.
it is the 100. See, for example, I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the ego. I am the soul. The four pieces fit together. Then you
I
say,
have read, sir. I have read and understand.
in this book, right?
I have read and understand.
We don't have to fix together. We don't in this puzzle. We don't have to fix them.
Achha.
We just have to absorb them. Just like we have to mix water and milk and tea leaf and chini and mix it. You have to mix the realizations for the nice chai to be made.
I see.
In this book, you don't have to put the piece. You don't have to fix the pieces together.
I see.
You get the point. I hope I'm coming across clearly to you.
Not clear.
Okay. Is any two of the realizations which are contradicting each other? Are there some realization which is opposite to each other? You're not able to fix them. See, if I read Atmatray, if I read my glasses, please.
Okay.
I'll just take 1 minute since you have said if I read the realizations, I need a pair of glasses. I can't read otherwise. So if I read it, life has a purpose. Any problem, Atmatray?
No
Life
problem.
has a purpose. There is the way to eternal happiness. Any problem?
No.
We suffer because of ignorance. All these are realizations. 4.
Yeah.
We can overcome ignorance. 5. Quest will lead to enlightenment. 6. We can't realize the truth after we die. Each of this is a realization. What is the problem? If there's a problem, I have to understand what is your problem.
No, sir. Individual realization, I understand. But how to combine them?
No, Atmatray, you need, okay, it's just like telling you, just like me telling you, if you want to build a wall, you understand, you want to build a wall.
Yeah.
I am telling you, you need to take bricks. I give you 20 bricks. You have to put the bricks to build the wall. How you will build the wall, Atmatray? What you will do?
One over one another.
But before putting one, you will put cement, no?
Yeah.
Like that, you
Sure.
have to cement. You have to cement these realizations together.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem, please send me a message. We will have a call on this if you're having any difficulty. And for those of you who are new on this book call, the beautiful book. It's a very beautiful book which has got 100 realizations. It's called The Spiritual Puzzle and Spiritual Jigsaw Puzzle. I recommend this book. Please correct it from me. It's a beautiful book. I mean, worth reading. So I'm sorry, but Bharat Patel, you've been waiting. Your hand is up from time. How can? What is your question, Bharat?
As you know, here situation is totally different than India.
Yes.
You know, here people don't meet too much often, and most of the people busy in their own work and other things, right? So I'm not sure. I want to get knowledge, and I want to study, and I want to help. Like you said, coach. I'm not sure either I can become a coach or not, but you know, I want to definitely try positively. But here there is a situation is like that. How can I help others when nobody is, you know, interacting?
I'm going to give you a solution. And you are not only going to get a solution, you have given a beautiful idea for everybody on this call. Ready? So, my dear friends, here is what I'm telling Bharat Patel and Bridget and everybody on the call. Bridget is from Canada. So, here is a very simple thing when you are in a situation where you are not able to become a life coach physically. Suppose Bharat Patel, you have got 30, 40 people who are dear to you. It may be school friends, college friends, colleagues at work, family, relatives. You make a small group. You make a small WhatsApp group called My Enlightenment Sharing. And you start sharing what you're learning. Every day you share a quote. Every day you share a learning. Every day you're coming to Ask Care session. You pick up one thing. Every day you pick up one thing and you put on the chat. For example, how to overcome anger. You put it on the chat in your own words. Because it's your words. In the life coach, it is your words, not my words. So out of 30 people, even if 3 respond, it's a great achievement. This you can do, no, Bharat. It's not a problem to do this. What are you doing? You're not forcing anybody. And tell somebody, if you don't like the subject.
This is a good idea. Yeah, this is possible.
So just open a group. Some people may open an email group or a WhatsApp group or whatever group you want. Open a group in which you should be able to communicate. You know, because Bharat, what will happen? Now, let me explain to you how beautifully this will work. When you start doing this, Bharat, more than it helping those people whom it will help, it will help you because you're processing information.
Yeah, because before I have to be ready with the answer before I ask a question.
Exactly. And they may ask you something tomorrow. So this is a good thing for you to do. You've come out with a great idea, and I thank you for it. It's a beautiful idea. And remember, you know, all solutions in this world come from problems. How many of you know the story of the capsule lift? You all know the story? Have I told you the story of a capsule lift? Who invented the capsule lift? Have I told the story? Hitkariji, have I told the list? Who invented it? पता है ना, capsule lift now is very famous all over the world. जो building के मतलब a glass lift all across. So the first capsule lift was invented in America. What happened was, in one of the beautiful hotels, the best hotels in America, they opened a rooftop restaurant on top of the roof because that time it was a craze. And now the management had to break one room in each floor to put a lift because there was no lift to go to the rooftop restaurant and they wanted a lift. So they're all sitting and having a meeting. Which room to break? Should we break the room on the left or should we break the room on the right? to put the lift to go to the rooftop restaurant. Suddenly, the sweeper was sweeping. The sweeper said, if they start breaking the rooms, I'll have a hell of a job if they start breaking the rooms. So he came and he told the engineers, hey, sir, why the hell don't you, damn it, put the elevator outside the hotel? He came and told the engineer, hey, sir, why the hell don't you put the elevator outside the hotel? And the engineers got the idea of the capsule lift. Not from the engineers, not from the owner of the hotels, not from the creative hospitality, but from a janitor, from a sweeper. So this is how you get brilliant ideas. And in enlightenment also, ideas, brilliant ideas are just around the corner, but you must make an effort. We have a question from Mohit Kumar. Mohit Kumar says, Pranam, how we can involve students as ignited minds of our schools in this journey? I know it has been a very important part of our Gurukul system. Mohit, welcome. You're a new participant. Welcome. You know, Mohit, the point is today students are being taught all wrong things. We must try to teach students the right things. For example, we teach students practice makes perfect. Practice never makes perfect. Practice only makes improvement. We should stop people from learning all the wrong things they have been learning. We teach people that God lives in the heaven, far away. God lives in the temple of the heart. So Mohit, how are we going to reach the students? I don't know how are you connected to students, but we will be glad to help you, to give you the tools. Suppose today you want 1,000 books to reach students. I can give you 1,000 books to reach students, if it is going to reach one student. But we need the right message to reach the right people. Somehow, there's been a lot of learning of myth, of fairy tales. For example, Mohit, we have taught people about Santa Claus. Till today, people say, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle. There is no Santa Claus. We know it. Santa Claus is a story. Mohit, we teach children that Lord Shiva got angry and Lord Shiva cut the head of his son and he cut elephant head and put on the. This is all mythology. We are teaching children wrong things instead of teaching right things, and it's continuing generation after generation. So Mohit, I'm reading your question again. I hope I've not gone off the track. You can involve students as ignited minds by making them realize the truth. Because if the student realizes the truth, that we are divine souls. If the student is taught in class, you know what the student is taught, Mohit? That the embryo is formed in the stomach of the mother, right? You also been taught embryo is born, but we are not taught that we are not that embryo. We are not taught that we are the first cell called the zygote. The zygote is our journey begins with zygote. Students must be taught the truth, not the myth. So I hope you will become an instrument, Mohit, in doing this. If there's any further question, please let us know. I'm moving to the next question. Bridget asks a question. Bridget, dear, do you give me the permission to translate English to French your book? Of course. Everything of mine is yours. Take it. Everything of mine, Bridget, is yours. You can take it. You can translate it. You can distribute it. Nothing belongs to me. Who told you anything belongs to me? Nothing belongs to me. I come empty-handed. I will go empty-handed. I am nothing. My dear Bridget, take everything of mine and do anything you like. I trust you. Translate it and distribute it at no cost. You don't have to pay anybody anything for it. If you want any help from my side, I can help you. You want any support from my side, I will help you. If you want any design, if you want any support, translation I cannot do like you. That day, Bridget, she translated, what did she translate? The 10 commandments, I think, right? What did she translate? The 10 commandments of detached attachment. So Bridget, when I sent you all, she immediately took the 10 commandments and she translated in French and she sent it to many people. Amazing, Bridget. Keep up the enthusiasm. Continue questions, please. I have a written question, but first priority for live question. Anybody has a live question? Because otherwise I'm going to go by my mobile question. Sagai Raj, as a parent, we want success for our children. How to overcome this? Sagai Raj, as a parent, you want success for your children. Nothing wrong. But as a human being, understand, your children don't belong to you. Your children are coming through you, not from you. You have to understand what Khalil Gibran said. Khalil Gibran said very beautifully. So Sagai Raj, as long as we believe that we are the owners of our children, we want success. I'm asking you a question, Sagai Raj. Can you ensure success of your child? Can you ensure? रूमाता जी, कबीर ने क्या कहा? रूमाता जी, पूत सपूत तो क्यों धन संचय, पूत कपूत तो क्यों धन संचय? Huh? What is it? If your son is very smart, then you don't have to worry. If your son is not smart, then you don't have to worry. Put kaput to kyun dhan sanche, put suput to kyun dhan sanche. It is all depends on your son. Your son has to become a star. You cannot make your son shine. Sagai Raj, you do your best. You guide your child. You guide as a parent. You guide, but your child has to have his own passion. Your child must want to grow, to succeed, to achieve. You cannot put into your children anything beyond your best efforts. So you put in your best efforts. Do your best. SIP will do the rest. Next question, please.
मेयर,
Shoham,
मैंने 2-3 जनों के साथ बात की थी इसके बारे में, लेकिन वो लोग कहते हैं कि ये सब तो हमें पता है।
सब पता है? क्या
हाँ,
पता है?
वो तो कहते हैं कि ये सब हमें पता है, एनलाइटनमेंट क्या होता है।
तो आप बोलो, आप ऐसा उनको बोलो, जब ये ऐसा बोलते हैं ना, तो आप बोलो जरा मुझे सिखाओ।
हाँ, ऐसे बोलूंगी।
आप
और
उनको
मैं
ये बोलो जरा मुझे सिखाओ, फिर आप उनको क्वेश्चन पूछो। आप उनको क्वेश्चन पूछो कि
मैं
मौत के बाद क्या होता है।
हम्म,
आप उनको क्वेश्चन, आई एम गिविंग द क्वेश्चन, यू प्लीज गेट मी द आंसर्स। You ask
Okay.
them, after death what happens, where will we go, then who is born, who controls birth, where is God, who is God, what is God. You please ask all the 20 जो भी ask यार में क्वेश्चन है, आप पूछ के जवाब लेके आओ।
वो मेरे से पूछते हैं, मेरे पास जवाब नहीं होता है।
वो आपके पास जवाब होना चाहिए ना।
हम्म,
अगर आपके पास जवाब नहीं, then there's a problem. So you must know what whichever question, you must know the questions are not difficult. You have to know the questions. But the point is, if they know, if they are enlightened, they should give you all the answers.
और कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि हमारे बच्चे अभी छोटे हैं तो हम उस बात पे अभी नहीं चलना चाहते हैं, ऐसे बोलते हैं।
जिनके बच्चे छोटे हैं उनको सबसे ज्यादा इस बात पे चलना है, और जिनको बच्चे नहीं है तो उनसे उससे भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है उनको बात पे चलना। You know, people think enlightenment is for the Buddhas. लोग समझते हैं कि after 50, 60, 70 years old, enlightenment is not for the 20s and 30s and you know these fancy looking people who want to have fun in life. Enlightenment is the way to eternal happiness. Enlightenment is a way for all ages. Enlightenment, Mohit was talking about school children. Enlightenment starts with children in school. You enlighten them. Enlightenment means switching on the light, overcoming the darkness. As a parent, if somebody is not willing to listen, you still speak. You speak about what you have experienced. You speak about what you have learned.
मुझे
You
तो
will be
ऐसा
making a big difference. हाँ?
मुझे लगता है कि मेरी बेटी को भी मतलब ऐसे स्कूल में कोई सब्जेक्ट होता तो अच्छा होता।
हाँ, तो आप अपनी बेटी को फ्रेंड्स, आपकी बेटी को फ्रेंड्स हैं, उनके जब फ्रेंड्स आते हैं घर पे उनको सिखाओ। You know, when I start, Rekha, when I speak to somebody in the plane, I ask them the question, "What's your birthday?" They say 1st December. Then I tell them, "Please don't tell lies." They say, "No, I'm not lying. It's true." I said, does it mean that 30th November you were alive or you were dead?
मतलब इंटरेक्शन कैसे होना चाहिए?
You have to ask question. 30th November you were alive. Why you are saying 1st December is my birthday? 9 months before you were born. उनको spark, उनके दिमाग में एक bomb, boom, boom, leave a bomb. Somebody comes and tells me, my name is John. I say, don't tell me lie. Sorry, says, I am John. They come and tell me, I am John. I say, don't tell me a lie. You are not John. Your name is John. Don't say, I am John. When you were born, were you John? When you were born, were you John? He says, no, when I was born, I was a baby. Then that means you are not John. Your name is John.
अभी मेरे ऑफिस में कुछ लोग पूछते हैं मेरे को, अभी रोज रोज कभी बातें करती हूँ ना, तो पूछते हैं आज क्या हुआ तुम्हारे एनलाइटनमेंट क्लास में, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट था, क्या था, पूछते हैं कुछ लोगों को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ लोग पूछते हैं।
जिसको इंटरेस्ट है उन्हीं को बताओ, बाकी को पाव भाजी खाना है खाने दो, छोले भटूरे खाना है खाने दो, वो लोग छोले खा के मर जाएंगे।
मुझे पहले सीखना है ना, मेरे पास जवाब नहीं होगा तो मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ ना, मुझे पहले सीखना होगा।
You must spend some time learning. Okay, Rekha? Thank you. Who else wants to ask a live question before we have many other typed questions? Live question priority 1.
I would like to know here, how you start what you do right now?
How I start?
Yes, the first time you have do it, the Zoom call and everything.
How I
don't know
started?
how-
Okay. How I started my journey?
I'm not
How I
able to.
No. What you want to know? How I started my journey of enlightenment, or how I start my day?
No. How you start to make Zoom call? How you
Zoom
start?
call.
Yes. I want to see the first.
You mean this when I started the Zoom call, or you're talking about today's Zoom call or the first Zoom call?
Yes, I want to see the first Zoom call you are doing, because I want to learn how you start.
So one day I was going to we were having a meeting like this in Bangalore with Sudeep and many people. Sudeep Bhargava was here. We were having a meeting, and when we were having a meeting, then in COVID, last 2 years back, before 2 years, there was coronavirus, COVID, and there was lockdown, and people not allowed to come here. So I told Sudeep, how do we do? So Sudeep and we all suggested there's Zoom call, or there is Google, or there is some other 2-3 companies video calls. So we just got started, 10 people. We got 10 people. Come on, we all want to talk to you on enlightenment, on happiness, on God. And we start with 10 people. And then I don't know how you joined. Somebody sent you the message, somebody sent you the link, and you came. And now there are hundreds, maybe 200, 300 people. Everybody not coming every day. Some people coming for one day, some people not coming one day. But at least about 200 people are on the call. But
Okay.
not everybody is committed to come every day. That's how we started in the
Yeah.
lockdown. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, it's cool. Really? Thank you so
And
much.
thank you. And now it has become something we cannot do without. Even me, I need it's something I want to share. Every time I get something new, this is my family. I share with you all. See, Bharat Patel is new from Canada also. Look, you also Canada, Bharat Patel also Canada. How Bharat Patel, you know how, okay, let Bharat Patel tell story, how he joined. Bharat Patel, tell us, take 1 minute or 2 minutes. Bharat Patel will tell how he joined the call.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, I was not knowing about this call. I was just been referred to read one book of yours. I am not what I am. So then I started that book. I love that book too much. So I inquired the website And from website, I saw the WhatsApp group is there. So I said, let me try. Is it allow me or not? I don't know. So I said, I tried, and I was amazed to join. And now I'm glad to be in a part of this Zoom call.
Thank you, Bharat. See, look at how it is. Bharat, somebody told him to read one ebook, right? Bharat went and he read one ebook. I am not I. He read the book. He liked it. He liked the book. So then he was said, who's this fellow? Man, who's the author? I want to know who's this man. So he found out. He came on the website. He found our number. He contacted our number. We gave him the Zoom link, and now every day he's on the call because this call is unique. It's not that there are many. If you want to have another call like this, I don't know if anybody knows a call, please tell us. I would like to know if there's any other call on enlightenment like this anywhere in the world. We would like to know. Unfortunately, we don't have any call like that. We are looking for calls like this in the world. We don't find where people can give answers, people can help us. We would like to collaborate with people if there are some people like this in the call in the world. So thank you, Bharat, and thank you, Bridget, both our dearest friends coming from Canada. And remember, in Canada, it's early morning. What time is it? What time do you start, Bharat?
9:30.
9:30. And Bridget, what time is it for you, Bridget? What is the time?
My time right
Yeah.
now, it's time 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
same time,
he must,
same zone.
he must be more
We
east
start
than
at
you.
9,
Yeah.
at 9
So same-
o'clock here.
We have same time zone, I think.
Same time.
9:30 we started. Right now it is 10:05.
Okay, good. So remember, 10 o'clock in the morning to leave all your work and come on this call. It needs a lot of commitment. It needs commitment in the morning every day at 9:30, 10 o'clock to come on the call. And I appreciate. I find Kumar Swami also from America. Kumar Swami is also joining. Kumar Swami, what time is it in America, Kumar Swami?
Morning 6 o'clock, sir.
6 o'clock. And I think thank you, Kumar Swami. 6 o'clock morning, Kumar Swami. And Dasi Budrani, I think is in London or Dubai. Dasi, where are you?
I'm in Dubai at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, so Dasi is in Dubai. So there are different people, and the rest are mostly in India. But I'm saying different people from different time zones. Okay, some more questions before we close today. Anybody has any more questions? We're reaching 5 more minutes.
Yes, I want to ask.
Yes, Komudi.
Yeah, so I was just thinking that for the school students, if one time we can just have an introductory session, especially for them, you can take, and we can invite all our neighbors, all the children that we know, who are, understandable age, let's say 10 and up or 7 and up, whatever you think right. And just one interest. So all those who are interested, they will join our regular calls then. Why don't we do that for this particular gentleman?
No, we can, but only the subject is a little difficult for a younger age group. I think at least teenagers. I mean, if possible, we should address pre-university or high school, 9th and 10th standard. A little bit not easy for too young a child to understand the subject.
Right. So why don't one day we schedule one call just for the youngsters, 13 and up or 15 and up,
Yeah,
so that we can all invite our known ones that day, and all those who are into spiritualism will join us regularly.
So you have to initiate that. I will do the call, but you have to initiate it.
Okay. So what do you want? Like, what do I have to do?
No, just spread the word that we want to have this call, put a
Of
date.
course, I'll do that.
What date
Sure.
you want to do it, just fix a date, and let's start. We'll do a call.
Okay,
We'll
so
put-
what we'll do is first we'll ask the school teacher that is here. We will give him first preference because he will have a lot of students. And then of
Great.
course we will also invite a lot of people. We all can invite whoever we know.
Yeah, it's not about having too many people. Even if
No.
you have 10, 20, 30 people, as long as there are interested people and we
Yes.
teach children the real meaning. Children are being taught lies. Unfortunately, children are not being taught the truth. And therefore, we must try and teach children the reality of life, the realization of the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank
So,
you.
thank you. You initiate that call. Last 1 or 2 questions.
Talking
Yes,
of
Athar,
teaching,
I think Athar wants to
children.
ask a question. Athar, yes.
And I have to know about soul and karma, and also I can also invite my friends to the call.
Sure. So Kaumudi Athar also wants to invite his friends to the call. So you already have somebody, Kaumudi, who wants to attend. You wanted actually some children to join. Athar would like to join.
Okay. I'll coordinate that, Air. Thank you.
So Athar, people think the soul is in the body. People think like it's a soul is like a ball. Like how you have a ball, they think it's a product inside the body, and the soul moves from one body to another body. But the soul is like energy, like in a bulb. You know, in a bulb there is light, correct? In a bulb there is light. But can you touch that electricity? Can you touch the electricity? You
No
can
way.
touch the bulb, but can you put your hand inside the electricity? Can you put your hand?
No
What
way.
will happen if you put your hand inside? What will happen?
We will get electrocuted.
Huh?
We will get electrocuted.
Yeah, you will get a shock. You'll get electrocuted because that electricity has energy, correct? But it's there. It's there, but you can't see it. It's a power that gives light to the bulb. It's the same power that gives power to your TV. It's the same power that makes you play your video games. For example, you may have a laptop, or you may have or every power can't be seen, but the power is there. So soul is that power. But as long as we are alive, the soul is making our heart beat. Thak, thak, thak. The moment the soul leaves, there is no power. There is no breath. There is death. A person dies. You know the meaning of death? Have you seen anybody die?
Yes,
Who
sir.
have you seen? Who has died? Who have you seen?
There was one random person who I saw.
What happened to that person? Have you seen any
His
dog
soul,
die?
his soul left the body.
Have you seen a dog die? A dog? Have you seen a
No.
dead dog? No, no. A dog is alive. What happens when the soul leaves the dog? What will happen?
The body will have no power inside it.
No, bro, the body will become like a soft toy. It'll be like a soft toy. There'll be no power in the body. Okay, so that is the soul. Thank you, Athar. Last question, anybody? Mohan, last question from Mohan. Thank you, Athar.
Yeah. Talking of teaching children,
Yeah.
13-year-old kids, you have to really tailor make. I mean, being the owner of quite a few schools, you have to tailor make the class. Children are being taught, but the word enlightenment is not being used.
Right.
Because that is a bit heavy for kids of that age. So what even the British curriculum, British schools are focusing on mindfulness. So the first step towards teaching what we are learning now from you is to make them mindful.
Yep.
So that they can focus. So it's not just bringing in kids, they'll get bored after 5 minutes, they'll start asking questions which are aggressive. So you have to be very careful when you involve kids.
I think very good. So you said you are involved with some schools, Mohan?
Yeah, quite a few.
Okay, so maybe we will take your help. What we can try to do, Mohan, we can try to help them, children, understand the meaning between mythology and reality. We could just, very interesting, we can teach them the reality of Santa Claus, for example. They all know Santa Claus. So we tell them what is the reality of Santa Claus.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say.
Right? So children want something very interesting. They don't want a boring subject. No child wants a boring subject.
Yeah. He doesn't want to get bored. He wants to, you have to attract him.
Yeah.
He
So
has to be interested in your topic.
Yeah. Suppose I'm asking you a question. What do you think? We ask the child, where is God? Would he be interested?
He'll find it difficult to answer.
What age group are you thinking of, Mohan? As when those children are a very varied age group.
You see, say schools in Dubai.
Yeah.
The Muslim students, they have a class called Islamic Studies.
Yep.
The non-Muslim students, they are taught moral science.
Yep.
So there is also a syllabus for moral science.
Okay.
And if you bring, say, 2 kids here or 3 kids or 10 kids here on this group, they will not find it interesting.
I understand. They will not. It's not to their frequency.
Yeah, it's not to their frequency. We are talking of a different level.
Yeah, that's why I told Kaubudi we have to think of. We need a little bit more mature audience. Maybe a college, a pre-university or something. At least they should be able to understand the subject.
You are right. You are right. There are many IIT students in colleges. I know there are good speakers like you who are invited to teach about reality, about this thing, enlightenment,
about life. Yeah, about life.
And I do hear some of those lectures, but they are suitable for those people at that level.
So your point well taken. We'll try to tailor. If we are doing younger children, we should make it more digestible for them. And
and they should be the only one on the Zoom call and taught professionally.
Yeah, correct. So let us see. It was an idea from Kaumudi. See, friends, thank you, Mohan, for your suggestion. What we need to do, Mohan said something very profound in his statement, whether he meant to say it or not. And many of you are saying this. Dasi Budrani says this a lot to me. People don't know the meaning of enlightenment. People don't understand what is enlightenment. And they have heard the word enlightenment, but they don't know what is enlightenment. So it is very important for us to plant the seed of enlightenment. What is enlightenment? How do you become enlightened? Why should we become enlightened? You know, enlightenment is not a complicated subject, and people think, oh, to be enlightened means you're a very, you're a sadhu or a brahmachari. No, a simple overcoming ignorance and the realization of the truth of a peaceful, focused mind is possible to overcome ignorance and realize the truth. So with that note, I think we all on this call, all of us on this call have a moral responsibility to try to spread the meaning of the word enlightenment. Let us try to talk to people. Whether they're interested, like Gautam said, some people are not interested. Rekha said some people want to listen, some people don't want to listen. That's fine. But it's our responsibility because we are blessed to understand the meaning of enlightenment. I did not know the meaning of enlightenment. Let me tell you, I did not know the meaning in the sense that I heard it, but only after 40 years, I wrote my first book called The 3 Peaks of Happiness. And the first peak I called achievement. The second peak I called fulfillment. And the third peak I called enlightenment. The ultimate peak of happiness is enlightenment. So with that note, let us come back because today has been a long 1-hour session. I look forward to you tomorrow at 8. We will continue with question answers. I bow down to you. Thank you.